Hello, welcome back. In the previous videos, we covered the overview and discussed about the kits and instruments of HPD 20. You can follow these links here to have a look at them. In this video, we will explore the rest of the menu. So let's start. Let's have a look at the pad controls under kit menu. Here we can control the behavior of the pads. First one is the D-beam. Here we can program the D-beam to respond to the speed of the hand or the proximity of the hand. Next, on the pads, we can set the pads to change the sound quality according to the amount of pressure that we apply on the pads. So for an example, I'm going to set it to modify the pitch. When you press soft, it's normal sound, and when I press hard, pitch changes. We can send this change to the pads or the whole kit. With receive function, we can assign the pads that this can be sent to. Here I have assigned M1 to receive that pitch change control. You will understand better if I demonstrate it to you. Next, with roll, we can increase or decrease the frequency of the roll speed. That pad will roll at that level. Let's decrease it. It's lower now. Next, kit parameter. In here we can change the kit volume, hi-hat pedal volume, and the pad sensitivity. And also you can change the name of the kit as you wish by pressing on the name, and then you can change the letters by using the knob and navigate between the letters using the arrowheads. Finally, you can modify the real-time modify settings. You can set the default pitch and also select an effect for the effect button. Final category under kits menu is the MIDI settings. Here you can see what MIDI numbers assign to each pads, and also if you want you can change them, which we will use later on when we do MIDI mapping. Then the effects menu, under which you can edit different effects, multi-effects, ambience and EQ. And in multi-effects you have an equalizer, reverb and auto wah, and you can edit each type by pressing the edit button here, and then you can change the parameters there, and then you can assign them to a pad. Then we go back to ambience, and here you can see that concert hall is the type selected, and you can edit the characteristic of that effect, like the size and the wall type, shape, and then you can assign that to a pad. Next menu item is a user instrument, and this what we use to use the USB drive. If you have a USB connected, you can import your files, and you can list your files which have already been imported, and also the utilities will allow you to delete completely or memory optimize or rename, any options like that. Let's have a look at the tools menu. Under that you have pad copy, kit copy, and chain. Let's have a look at the pad copy. Here you can copy one pad to another, or you can exchange the sounds between two pads very easily. So the next, if we go back, we will go to kit copy, and again it is the same. I'll show you. Here you press kit, and then here my kit 101 is the one that I'm using now, and I can copy that to another position, like here 102, and I press copy, and like the pads you can also exchange the sounds. Last option under tools is chain. Here this is where we set our chains. We discussed about this in the first video. So there are 5 chains here. named differently: percussion, drums, etc. And if you press percussion, you can see the different kit banks are stacked together, so you can swap between them very easily while you are playing using the chain button under the kits. So this is where you allocate different kits to the chain. Then we go back to the final menu, system, and under which we can have the system information. We can change the metronome settings, like the beats and the rhythm type, and also you can change the sound of the metronome. Then we go back. We'll have the USB memory. Here you can use the USB to save backup, load backup, delete everything, or you can even format the USB drive. If you go back here again, you can change the pad settings, the sensitivity of the pad, or how the pressure sensitivity and the position of playing area can be changed. And then next settings will be on D-beam. You can increase or decrease the D-beam volume here. Next, if you go back, we will see that we can change the settings for the kick trigger pedal if you have one. You can change the sensitivity, etc. And then we also have same settings for the hi-hat control as well. And lower down there will be foot switch setting, the foot switches that we can use to control the parameters. And then under options, you can change the display, contrast, and the illumination of the buttons at the front panel. Next is the MIDI settings. Again, here this will show which channel has been used. Here the channel 10 is used for MIDI control, and different MIDI settings that will be useful in the future when you use this on DAWs or an external instruments. Then the system information, you can see the program version here. This is the latest one, 1.03. That's it for this video, and thank you for watching, and hope this is useful for you. And I will see you back again in tutorial 4, where we will discuss DAW integration and MIDI mapping. That will be interesting. Please subscribe if you like this.